CNC performing a launch status check at this time. All systems verify radar is up, count, and go for launch. OTC, all good, go. TBC, go. TBC, higher exit, go. OPS, southwest, go. Distant flight, distant flight, pilot, go. Yep, go.
Good morning, Southern California. It's that time to get your lazy ass out of bed and kicked into gear. You are now tuned into the Not So Early Show with Racy and his crazy ass friends. Let's get this shit started.
My style is the bomb,
Good morning, Southern California. It is a Thursday. You're laughing already. What happened?
I'm reading the forum.
Okay, let me get on the forum. I'm not on there yet. There we go. Welcome. Oh, there we go. Your first, Mrs. Castillo. It's like rendering the first salute. Thank you, Candy.
Wow.
You win.
I win?
Yeah.
You win.
Yes, it has been done. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Before we get into anything at all, I just want to let everybody know, Ronnie V and Racy, thank you so much.
Ray V and Ronnie C. Yes, I kind of like that.
You know, the funny part about this is as we get into the show is we started off calling Steve Mr. Kelly.
Right.
And I hopefully, am I Mr. Ronnie now? Is that what's good?
That sounds weird.
That's exactly what we did. To Steve, but
true.
Okay.
She's a bad bitch.
Yeah. We'll see how that plays off. But we're gonna go ahead and do a whole recap. Explain a little bit about the show. What's going to be going on today? We are going to be bringing Dave on the second hour. He's going to be jumping on with us, and he's going to be talking about his show, which is going to be so much fun.
You don't say.
Yeah, he's really happy about this show, man. You know how Dave is when it comes to benefits. He puts his heart and soul into these things, and
all true.
I would love to back him up on these things all the time, man, because Dave has always been such a great friend to me and longtime friend. Ever since we started the radio, he was one of the first bands that we started playing on this radio station, and it seems that we have been growing together, as a matter of fact, on platforms. Don't look at me like that.
Oh, no, I'm just saying on platforms, life events,
Oh, yeah, life events too as well.
You both are growing together. Look at you.
Mira nomás, Mr. and Mrs. Castillo, muy chingonas. Thank you so much. But we are going to have Dave on here in just a little while in the next hour, starting at around 10 o'clock. And we're going to be talking about his show. And also we're going to be joined with somebody else that's going to be playing along with the show too as well. So we're going to have a lot of fun having Dave on here in about an hour. And but before we do that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into a recap of everything that had transpired in the last 72 hours.
It's been very eventful.
It was a lot, right?
Yeah.
And we had to take yesterday off because we were
dead.
We were dead. We were tired. We tried. I had everything set up, but we couldn't get out of the bed. And we'll explain why a little bit later. But
which I hate to say it because I think everyone else that actually went along kept going with life. They're bad bitches.
They are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll get into all of that here in just a little while. But as we do start the show, good morning, Ronnie. What are we drinking? What do you got?
We're drinking the rest of that shitty black coffee.
How much more do we have to endure?
Maybe like a couple days.
We're stopping at Trader Joe's today, right?
Okay. Yes, I see what you're doing.
Yeah. Do they have...
they don't have the one you like, but they do have some ones that you used to like.
Do they, when are we going to get back to Mexico and get the good coffee?
Oh, wow.
I love the Mexican coffee.
I'll order it today for you, darling.
Okay. I prefer that so much more over like Starbucks or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you order at Starbucks the other morning anyway? What was that you ordered?
For you, a quadruple espresso.
No, I got that. But for you?
It was 4 shots of blonde espresso with oat milk and brown sugar.
Was it cold?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That looked pretty good. I was going to ask you for some, but I was
There's
like,
so many things to say.
Yeah.
You can't. Don't backtrack. We have to do a play-by-play.
All right.
Don't
let's see
fuck
here.
this up.
No, not at all.
Just kidding.
Wow.
It's already happening, guys.
It's happening. So as we get in today, the weather's going to be changing a little bit. We'll let you know about the weather too as well. And but for right now, let's go ahead and see what we're going to be celebrating today, as it is November 2nd.
It sure is.
So let's go ahead and check out the National Bullshit Days. These are the days that us as Americans love to go ahead and celebrate. So what do? We pick anything and everything to celebrate so we can feel just a little bit better. And why not do it on November 2nd, as we've been doing all year. Mm-hmm. And it looks like we have about 6 of them today. So the first one is going to be International Doji Day. I have no idea what Doji Day is. Do you?
No, but if you want to read it, go for it.
Okay, we'll read it. International Doji Day. Here we go. It's a Shiba Inu's on the picture here. November 2nd is International Doji Day on a national day calendar, as a day to encourage people to do only good every day. All right. We are on a mission to spread positivity, fun, and joy throughout the world. Get your tails wagging because something is possum. Paw. That's the word.
I got it.
Yeah, not
possum.
A possum, but possum. Is coming your way in the form of the queen pup herself, Doji. What? I don't even understand where that comes from, Doji.
I have no idea.
Doji Day. All right. Well, if you know exactly what we're talking about, please explain to me on the forum as we go on to the next day. How's that?
Alrighty.
Okay. Let's see. The next day is going to be, as we bring this up. Okay. All Souls Day.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
It's basically Day of the Dead.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead. Day of the Dead. All Souls Day. Let's go ahead and read this. Oh, yeah, the pictures of the cemetery. Every year, on November 2nd, All Souls Day commemorates baptized Christians who are believed to be in purgatory.
Oh, wow. Well,
yeah?
There's a twist.
Okay. The day is also known as the commemoration of the All Faithful Departed. Oh, ooh. All Souls Day.
Don't start getting freaked out, please.
Is that the true definition of Dia de los Muertos?
Well,
How does that work out?
Yeah.
Can you compare what we just read and what you know as Dia de los Muertos?
Well, for me, it's like you're just celebrating, you're remembering dead relatives and you're keeping them alive by making an altar and putting all the trinkets that they liked on that altar.
Oh.
And it's the one day that you can, where the veil is very thin and they're around you.
I get you. Freddie says it's Americanized. So they kind of took what Dia de los Muertos is and they just kind of Americanized it. Today is the 9-year anniversary of my mom passing away. Well, we're pretty sure we remember.
What a day, though.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of beautiful. You can put all of it
together?
An altar together for her.
Yeah.
I also know that it's Lori and Julian's anniversary today.
Oh, no way. There we go. November 2nd? Really?
They like to keep it spooky, too, apparently.
Oh, cool. Because ours is Halloween and theirs is Dia de los Muertos.
Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Are you going to send her some cempasúchiles?
What's that?
The marigolds.
Oh. Why did you just say that?
Because we're saying Dia de los Muertos. That's why. Okay.
It's just another reason for all Mexicans to drink. That's right.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Let's see what the next day. Did you do an altar? Do you ever do an altar? Have you done an altar?
Yeah. There's one downstairs if you want to go take a look.
I saw it last year.
Well, it's every year, babe.
Yeah.
It's every year.
I'm excited about it. Check it out.
Last year, he's like, what is this? Is this up every year? Is this up all year?
It was the first time I ever saw an altar.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
I do love when my mom makes these altars, but at the same time, I know we're only supposed to have pictures of those who have departed, but she often puts pictures of us with the departed, so I'm kind of like, I'm on this altar. I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh.
But, it's fine.
Julian's saying it's not called an altar. What is it called then? Is there like
A-L-T-A-R, not altar. Altar.
Okay. All right. So it's not called that, or we
it
just
is.
misspelled
I think
it?
he's just being Julian.
Okay. Let's see. National Cash Back Day. Yes or no?
Okay.
All right. National Cash Back Day on the first Thursday of November speaks to the savvy shopper in all of us. It's one big day of exclusive offers that gives you the gift of cash back.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either. If they just do that in there, it's like, the first Thursday of November.
When you ask for cash back, it's your cash back. So.
Right. It's girl math.
It is girl math. It's like, oh my God, I'm only going to spend this much at Target.
Yeah.
And then you get like $40 cash back. And then, I don't know, your husband looks at the statement and it's like, I spent $160 at Target, but in reality, $120, and I put some pocket change.
Just throw it out there.
And usually that's Ray, by the way.
Yeah. But
he does the girl math in this house.
You think so? No way.
Yes, way. Fuck yes, way. Are you kidding me? I'm so glad I'm prepared for such situations. That's all I have to say. I know. Ray, so have you seen Coco yet?
I've never seen Coco.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's something else on Pornhub, this shelf.
Oh my God. The shelf.
The ofrenda, sure.
Damn it, Ray. I have not seen Coco.
Wow.
Yeah. Maybe I should make some time to see Coco. Today would be a good day to see it, right?
Today would be a great.
Okay. National Ohio Day, yes or no?
I'm okay. But shout out to Cousin Diane.
All right. Oh, yeah, there you go. Y-O-Y-O-Y-O.
Did I ever leave Ohio?
There you go. All right. National Men Make Dinner Day, yes or no? I made breakfast the other day.
Yes. Doesn't matter.
Here we go. Man bashing on 11/2.
How is it man bashing?
Because I'll tell you right now. National Men Make Dinner Day on the first Thursday in November places the man of the house in charge of the kitchen and the evening's meal. So tonight, it is the man's turn to get in there and make dinner.
So what are you going to make?
One of my famous casseroles. Maybe I'll do something like that. What do you feel about that?
Sure. It's cold. Might as well.
You're not even excited about it.
Yeah,
I just made dinner. I didn't make a fucking 4-star, I'm not going to do the table and all that.
I see. So you're setting the bar low.
Of course.
So it can just,
And that's why I said it's man bashing day.
Okay.
No positivity whatsoever.
Whatever.
Get in the kitchen, Ray. What are you going to make? What are you going to make, husband? I know how this plays out.
It's so great. Okay.
National Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day. Oh, yeah, let's give this one a shot, huh? I don't remember this one last year. National Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day honors those in radio and television traffic departments. Each year, the observance takes place on November 2nd, unless the day falls on a weekend. Then it is observed on the following Monday. So easy as that. In 3 years, it'll be on a Saturday. Mm-hmm. And they'll have it on that following Monday. So National Broadcast Traffic Professionals Day. Is there any incentive?
I don't know. Cash back, perhaps? I don't know. Men making dinner.
Giving the dinner kind of thing?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's all we got?
That's all you got.
All right. So those are the days to celebrate, the biggest one being All Souls Day, which they actually just changed the name to Dia de los Muertos, right? Am I correct?
Sure.
It's kind of like what they do with the queso de queso sauce.
Oh, God.
I hate it when they do that. You can't
I don't think it's a big deal, but...
Tell me why you don't think it's a big deal.
You, of all people who don't speak fluent Spanish, I don't know why it irritates you. It doesn't make sense in my brain.
Because there is already a pronunciation of the word. The word is queso, okay? Even I know that. So why change it to accommodate queso? What's the is it because they're just looking at the word and then that's how they pronounce it? I say they.
You did say they. They. You can just say other people, some people. It's they right away. Right away.
But do you see what? There's already a pronunciation. Is there a word that you know of right now that you don't change the pronunciation for? Anything at all? Either Mexican food, Korean food,
taco.
Okay, nobody says taco, but it's taco.
You say taco,
I do
and
say
it's
taco.
It's too much for me. It's just, can I have a taco? Like taco. It's very similar.
Okay, so you go up to a food truck.
Oh Lord.
And you want 3 tacos with beef. Tell me how you're gonna do it.
With beef?
Yes.
Like tres tacos. And what kind of beef though?
I'm
Because we have like
okay, I'm the taco truck right now.
Oh my god! Well,
Come up and order
I would
for me.
order the cuatro tacos de tripas.
Okay,
Con
now
todo y salsa verde.
now you're going to Del Taco. I'm Del Taco now. Order
You
your
know what?
tacos
I don't
now.
like this. I don't like this. You want to know why? Do you want to know why? Because I only go to those shitty places with you. Those are not. And if you notice,
Yeah.
I never get the fucking tacos if we go.
Yeah.
What did Julian made fun of me one time? You took me.
Yeah.
We went to Taco Bell for you, and I got a fucking like power bowl.
You're missing the point.
No.
That was totally not the point.
Exactly, because I'm like, you're not gonna like this.
Yeah.
I
So now-
hate those tacos. They're
I'm
just,
Del Taco.
They're shit.
Okay, I'm Del Taco.
I'm getting fries.
Come order. I want you to order 3 tacos for me. Go ahead.
I'm not ordering tacos.
You're ordering for somebody else.
It doesn't matter. I don't
Order
give
for
a
me.
fuck. No way. I will fucking Postmate that shit.
The point is
No
you don't
way.
order the tacos the same way. Even though it's the same item, you don't order them the same way.
Well, actually, I beg to differ because you are being an asshole because you're
What?
you're being presumptuous and you're thinking, oh, this fool doesn't speak English, so I can order my 3 tacos de lengua
Yeah.
like this as well because many people are bilingual.
Okay, yeah. That's not what I was saying at all. The whole thing,
Lord have mercy.
the whole premise was to prove that people order tacos different when they go to a truck or Taco Bell. That's the whole thing. So you're able to do that, but you can't stick to saying queso.
Who fucking cares?
Me!
It's like a colloquial thing. It's like, okay, we're in fucking Texas. I'm gonna get the queso. I really don't give a shit, and I'm not fucking offended. And if you're offended, you're an idiot. Like,
I'm
who
not
cares?
offended. I was merely making a point. I'm not offended.
Good morning, my favorite married people.
Remember when Ray lived in the OC and used to order the tacos al pastor?
Wait, you know what's funny, T-Mac, is this dude never gets the al pastor.
I do every once in a while.
Bullshit.
They're too
You
spicy
do,
for me.
and there's an earthquake, and heaven rolls over, and the veil is lifted between
Yeah.
the afterlife. Do we have a visitor? Is that what's happening?
No, not yet. But I will tell you this much.
Okay.
I do know I love my tacos, and I have ordered el pastor, but the only thing is they're too spicy. I can only do one of them. That's the whole thing.
Okay. It's they're not spicy. It's the salsa that you put on. It has like a pineapple-y, there's a flavor there, but it's not gonna like kill you.
It hurts me. It hurts so
I'm gonna
good.
hurt you after this bullshit debate.
Some of those things are worth the hurt. I'll tell you.
I agree.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly agree. Right, thank you, Shred. Even Shred says, wait, since when is al pastor spicy?
Since forever.
Since fucking Ray.
Since you put queso on the... It's okay. Ray, if you've never had it...
I know. Even Scotty is like, give me the al pastor. And Ray's like, what? He's like, Peaches, wait, what?
He put it in his song. All right.
I know.
He did.
And you're like so basic. Like, I want the shredded beef. And he's like, I don't even know what that is. Is it barbacoa?
This went... What?
Okay, we went to Knott's the other day and we got these fucking bowls and they were like chipotle bowls,
Yeah,
right?
they were. Chipotle.
Chipotle. And Ray gets the chicken, and all I could think of was Father of the Bride. He wants the chipper chicken.
Well, I didn't want my...
They had fucking carnitas, and
I know, I didn't
it
put
wasn't
any salsa in
horrible.
it. Yeah, I know, but I didn't want any heartburn because I was having a good day.
It's Knott's Berry Farm salsa. It's like fucking that shitty jar salsa that you put on the, enchiladas if you're lazy. Like, it's no.
There's a method behind my madness. You want sex at nighttime? We get the mild sauce.
Hold on.
Gringo sauce.
Yeah, it is. He's not wrong because there's times where I'll like roll over and I want to like snuggle or, get it in. He's like, don't touch me.
Yeah.
There's a battle going on in my belly.
Yep. All right, it's from New York City. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play one here. This one is going to be from June Clivas on her latest album. She's also going to be performing at the Cochran Club coming up here on November 5th. So make sure you make your way to the Cochran Club, and we're going to be talking about that once we get Dave in here in just a little while. We got a whole great show for you. When we come back, we're going to do some announcements, some weather, and we'll talk a little bit about the recap of our great wedding day. Here we go, everybody. This one's called Howlin' For You by June Clivas and the Ditty Boys.
In a city
Hey, Southern California, this is Ray C, and I'm here with
Ronnie V.
Inviting you Sunday, November 5th from 4 to 10 p.m.
Furry Fury.
A rocket benefit show for the Angels in Training Senior Dog Sanctuary.
All proceeds go to this rescue that cares for older dogs.
Live performances by the Crown City Bombers.
Every single word I say is true.
The Volcanics.
The Dynoflos.
Baby left me the other day. I don't know the reason why.
June Clivas.
And now I'm crying over.
With special guests, the Radio Spells and DJ Greasy George.
This all takes place at the Cochran Club at 7550 Eastern Avenue in Bell Gardens.
Once again, save the date, Sunday, November 5th. Only a $15 cover. We will see you there.
To say it told you so. Here's
Are you making fun of me?
Yeah, a little bit. No, that's fine. Now let's see. If you haven't been outside today, it's kind of nice. You know, it's a little starting to get a little crispy in the morning. A little crisp. All right. 60 degrees currently without a cloud in the sky here in the beautiful city of Alhambra, right off the 710 freeway.
Alrighty.
And it's going to be like that up until the afternoon, and then it's going to bump all the way up to the 85 degrees out of the cloud in the sky. So this is the end part of the summer that we've been experiencing. And even yesterday and the day before, it was hitting 89 degrees. Today it's calming down a little bit, 85 degrees for a high. As we go into the weekend, Friday and Saturday, dropping down just a little bit more from 83 to 81 on Friday and Saturday. Going into next week, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, from 80 all the way down to 73. On Tuesday, cloudy with Bob peeking behind those clouds.
Are you serious?
Yep, 73. Why? What's going on next week? What do you got?
We had such hot weather this past Tuesday.
I know. Had we gone to Disneyland on this Tuesday coming up, it would have been a perfect 73 degrees.
It's all right. We wanted the date.
We did.
Okay.
So 73 degrees. Moving on to Tuesday, partly cloudy with Bob peeking behind those clouds. If you don't know who Bob is, that's the big orange ball up in the sky. So there you are. 85 today, and then going all the way to next week, it's going to be dropping 10 degrees as we move on to next week. Easy as that, right? All right, let's go ahead and do some announcements as we get this day going. The biggest announcement is probably Mr. and Mrs. Castillo is now a thing. Right?
Yeah.
You seem excited. Have you had to write your name yet?
No, I have not. You had me do it before we were married, and I want to find it. You know, you have to find the signature. I haven't practiced it enough. I have some ideas.
Also at Ray's Tiki Bar. Oh, I'm going to have so much time on my hands now to do this.
You fucking better.
We'll get into all this right now.
It's about damn time.
It is. It is Thursday, everybody, and you are joined here with Ronnie and Ray C. So much easier to say.
Is that easier?
Yeah.
Woo!
What's your name now? It's what do we do? Yeah.
We're going to talk about that fiasco.
Okay, we'll wait.
Okay, because we got to break it down.
Yeah, we do. Let's see. Tuesday nights, after hours with Mr. Kelly, you can go ahead and tune in on his great show. He plays all the great music from 8 to 9 p.m., and he has some local bands from here, there, and everywhere. Right there on Tuesday nights, after hours with Mr. Kelly. Tuesday and Thursdays nights, that means this evening, DJ Boogie is going to be on the ones and twos on his Chicken Shack show. Go ahead and join DJ Boogie and see what is on the menu. Flashback Fridays, everybody. This is Jenna's new show. She's moving. Rock and Rhythm Radio presents Generation X, Y, and Z, bumping the jams from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. Flashback Friday starts tomorrow, everybody, right?
Yeah, I think. Oh, no, I think it's next weekend.
All right, it's next weekend.
Friday.
Sorry about that. Rock and Rhythm Radio every Saturday except this Saturday. Because that's starting next week, too.
Okay, sure.
All right. I got a weekend of kicking back.
Give the godmother a break.
Yeah, the godmother. Sunday, jamming the oldies with DJ Boogie every Sunday at noon. Turn down your television sets, watching football, and listen to all the great oldies on with DJ Boogie. On the record, on Sundays with Kelly and Steve Harms at 6 p.m. Never missed a show. 38 and strong. I think they're at 39 now. And never missed a show on Sunday.
That's hardcore.
That's way better than our record.
Manny says Ray married her just so he could eliminate the V during his intros. I know he's been bitching about changing everything. It is not a lie, is it?
Do you make the logos? It's a
wow.
lie.
Well, I do the behind the scenes thing, and that's way fucking more.
What?
Yeah. Again, tacos or tacos?
On the record on Sundays with Kelly and Steve, and that starts at 6 p.m. every single Sunday. Stella Bonita introduces the Widow Collection. Make sure you jump on her Instagram under Stella _ Bonita.
Yes.
On Instagram. Get your order in now and check out her new line of clothing. It's the best ever. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
You got something.
I did, but that's for private use.
Oh, yeah. Got to check it out.
You're the only one that can check that out. It's see-through.
All right, so those are the announcements, everybody. Talk a little bit about the wedding recap.
Oh, my God. Where do we we start?
Ray married her just so he can eliminate the V during the intros. That's right.
Darling.
It saves an extra character.
Wow, so much. I know. I liked your Ronnie and Racy.
Yeah. No, when did I say that?
Just now.
I said Ronnie and Racy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they're both together.
I know.
I didn't leave you out.
I know you didn't leave me out.
I always put your name first.
I see, as it should be.
No, because you're supposed to go alphabetical order.
Oh, Lord.
So, it's supposed to be Ray and Ronnie, but I always put you first. So
ladies first.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But not in the grammatical sense.
Oh, righty.
It's Ray V and Ronnie C, goddammit, Manny.
That's right.
Ray married for the papers. Wow.
Speaking of papers.
Well, I wanted to go from tacos to tacos. Is what
C's are cheaper than these. Inflation's the mother. It's pretty funny.
It's
pretty great. Wow, are you choking over there?
Yeah, that's funny.
And just like that,
Oh my
ladies
God.
and gentlemen, we have a wiener.
Oh my God. Manny coming in for the win right now. Manny wins again. All right, C's are cheaper than V's. It's true. It really is. Okay. Where are we at?
We're breaking it down.
So.
Do you want to start with the license?
Oh, yeah. So, we, ridiculous retards. Thank you.
Thank you.
Was it, Monday? Mm-hmm. Okay. We went to go get our license, our wedding, marriage license.
Oh, no, backstory. We had filled it out online a while ago. And then the thing is, we made 2 appointments, one closer to us and the other one was in Norwalk.
Right.
And then I wanted to get it earlier, but then apparently we had made the later one first.
That's right.
So they canceled the first one.
They sure did.
And it was making me anxious because I felt, oh my goodness, it's the day before, yada yada, but true to character. I think it worked out the way it did.
It did.
And I was planning on changing my name to just put my maiden name for my middle name and dropping the Linda, and everyone was having a freaking conniption over it.
Yeah. Well, not everybody.
Well, a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then as it worked out, we filled out everything. I looked at all the things. They're like, you don't have to bring your birth certificate or anything. Mm-hmm. And apparently I needed to bring my birth certificate to move my maiden name
That's
to
right.
my last name.
You had
to my maiden name to my middle name.
That's right.
And
they didn't tell us that you had to prove that your name was prior.
Right.
We thought you could just go up there and change it.
And I didn't bring any of my old IDs that had, or even my mail that has, because my mail for my voting has Verdugo.
That would have been enough.
Yeah, well, it's right here on the counter.
So, as we were signing our marriage license, Ronnie was unable to change her name the way she wanted to.
But so it's Veronica Linda Castillo.
So that's her name.
So I kept the Linda, guys, after all that fucking bullshit. Yeah.
So in retrospect, it's really nice because your name now is Veronica Beautiful Castle.
Wow, you sound just like the in-laws.
Yeah. Oh, is that okay?
I was kind of down with Veronica Executioner Castle.
Okay, yeah, it's a little bit more aggressive, but I get it. Maybe
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's okay.
A lot of name changes, but I thought when we went up to go get our license, it was going to be like a cluster. I really felt like we were going to be in line forever, but it was really quick.
Was it a clusterfuck the time before? Is that why?
It was. Well, the first time we went up there, we waited in line. They told us to come back in a couple of hours. We went to eat lunch. We came back. We waited in line again. And then when we got to the first station, they told us, oh, yeah, you don't have an appointment today. Your appointment's next week. And then come back. So we wasted like 4 hours of just doing nothing until we went to Norwalk and got our license, which only took about 15 minutes, which was great. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was pretty great. The chick was funny. She was actually snorting.
Yeah, she was snorting.
And she was really trying to make it happen, but I had nothing on me that showed the Verdugo, so.
She was trying to ask her supervisor to change her name, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But it's okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I think the most interesting part, though, where the kid, Richie especially, thought he was getting a last name change, too, and he was so excited and it kind of broke my heart.
Yeah.
And he was thrilled to tell his teacher at school and his friends. And I had to explain to him that, okay, well, we can do that. It's just going to be a process.
Right. Right.
So that's where we're at with that.
We'll let them choose. That evening, once we left Norwalk, we went to a hotel right across from the Knott's Berry Farm park. What was it called? Like the Winter Park Suites or something like that?
Something like that. It was right across from Rock and Brews.
Yeah, it's really nice. I give it a, what do you think?
I don't know.
Like a 7 out of 10?
Sure.
7
I
out
love the
of 10.
Spanish style. I love the space. It's kind of like the Embassy Suites of Winter Park.
Yeah, okay. It wasn't too horrible. But that evening we went to Knott's Berry Farm because we have all passes, and we
wanted dinner.
We did. We ended up going to the knockoff Chipotle, the Chipotle that they have there in Fiesta Village.
Where Ray enjoyed his chicken.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I didn't want anything spicy. I wanted to enjoy the night. I didn't want to be rolling around. I wanted the hot stuff, but why? You know, it's going to be hurting me later. Anyway, so we did that. We got on a couple rides.
We got our little to get on Jaguar.
Yep.
Which was a big step for him.
It was his first roller coaster.
Right.
Yeah. It was once called the Embassy Suites way back when. Okay, so it was an Embassy Suites.
Oh, that makes sense. Well, there was no 5 o'clock power hour where they give you the free booze.
Right. In that light, once we got back to the hotel, we explained to the boys that we are going to go to bed early as we can because we were trying to make Disneyland rope drop in the morning.
Right. So we're coordinating with June and Candy. Yeah. We're coordinating Rick and Jenna.
Right.
Lori, and it's just, and even Kristen, I felt bad. I'm like, oh God, I think we're going to get there at the crack of dawn.
Right.
We haven't been on the Star Wars rides and Galaxy's Edge. And
I've never been on the ride, and I was really excited to get on it. Because I was like, if we're going to get married today, we're all going to do something new, and this is going to be a great thing. So we would get there real early and not have to wait in line.
And it was also Rick's birthday, president of the Cavaliers. So
Happy birthday.
Thought we really have to hit the Star Wars, rides first and real hard.
We did. So the timeline was wake up was 5:30, be ready.
Disgusting.
Wake up at 5, be ready by 5:30, hit Starbucks at 6, get to the parking structure at 6:30, wait at the parking structure for 20 minutes before they open it, go park, get into the park at 7, be at the ropes at 7:30, and then
rope drops at 8.
Rope drops at 8, and then we race.
And then he rode 801 Rise of the Resistance.
That's right.
802 Orgasm.
That's right. So that was my first time ever getting on Rise of the Resistance.
Wait, but the chaos that morning was wild.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
We get up, I think, like 5:15. Everyone showered the night before.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered everything, like, at Starbucks. We were out the door at 6 o'clock in the morning, and the kids were fucking troopers.
Uh-huh.
And then we get to... I've never been... We were the third car in line at Disneyland. And I didn't even know that they did this. Everyone pulls up and they just turn their cars off because they're waiting.
Yeah.
And apparently I assumed we could park earlier, but they didn't let us in till 7. So we were sitting there for like 45 minutes in the car. Mm-hmm. And then I felt so bad because we had Candy's drink.
Oh, yeah.
And then the timing was off and we couldn't hold it any longer because we couldn't bring it on the ride.
First one's
I've never been the third person in line. It was insane. And then I hate to say this, Mother of the Year, Parents of the Year. Yeah. We got, Dominic had like a caramel frappuccino at 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Richie had like a caramel macchiato.
Yeah. And he only weighs about 20 pounds.
I know. So we're all zooming in the car like, oh my God.
Yep.
And then you forget your wallet in the car.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
And we were okay because obviously I have the other debit card and cash. However, Ray's concern was, I'm not going to be able to have a cocktail on my birthday.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to.
And I thought, honey, they're not going to card you.
Yeah, I didn't think so. But, I still wanted it. Oh my God, we failed. I'm sorry.
No, girl, I'm sorry. I felt so bad because I knew you were counting on that because I'm the same way. The espresso gets me going. That quad, those blonde, oh my God, espresso shots. And I knew you were dying. We were all fucking dying. So I just felt bad because we carried it in and then I didn't want you to think that we didn't get it and then we couldn't carry it onto the ride. So everyone took a sip and we dumped it.
Yeah, we dumped it. We had to ditch your drink. But, just... on the whole thing, the norm, a day is not a good day until Ray forgets something. That's right.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
So here's the thing. Along with me, he's right. I do forget things. Yeah, absolutely
I know.
correctly. You know, but I will say this: the night prior, my older brother, we were talking on the phone.
Okay.
And he bet me $100 that I couldn't get the family there during rope drop and be the
True.
first ones in line.
True.
We did it.
We did.
We did it.
We did. So because I was like, you're not going back.
Right.
I said, you don't need an ID.
Yeah.
The tickets are on the app. I have the other debit card. I have we're fine. We're golden.
Yeah, we did it.
And we'll just be casual and I'll order things together.
So as usual, we get in line, and as soon as we get in line, the kids need to use the bathroom. Because they sucked down that coffee. Now they need to use the bathroom, and the line is moving out. Like, we were the first ones there, and they're starting to go in. I had to race the little ones to the bathroom, get them back on time, and as soon as we got there, the rest of our party showed up right before we got on Rise of the Resistance. So June and Candy showed up. We got out of the bathroom.
The ride was incredible.
God.
I feel like Rick and Ray were
the
teen boys.
When we were walking through, I was like, okay, this is a nice ride. I get it. We're doing Star Wars again. But as soon as that big door opened, when we were caught,
boom.
I got emotional seeing all the
Lord
yes,
have mercy.
I really did, man. It was like, oh my God, they really recreated this so freaking awesome. And I put myself in the position that I was part of the resistance at that point. I was like, you know what? We're doing this. I'm going to live my character through the only soldier who doesn't like spicy food right there. And I was really excited about it. I really was. I had so much fun doing this. As we were getting on the ride, me and Rick, we were just nerding out. Both of us just nerding out. And all the decor was great. Had no idea what the ride was going to be about. And there was two rides, actually. There was one that, you know, you get on the space transport, and then they get you out once you get captured. Then you get put in the other ship, and we disembark, and then you get on the ride, which was freaking awesome. I had so much fun. Did you not love it?
I loved it.
It's a fun ride, better with a cocktail. We got the cocktails afterwards, though. Once we experienced the ride and everything, we had so much fun that we were walking out of the ride.
Ray, did your resistance rise?
It did. Thank you so much, T-Mac. And as we were walking, I have never been in the bar either.
Right.
Right.
And I've heard from so many that there are, they have a hard time getting reservations and whatnot. And we actually got to just walk in the bar.
What did you order?
I ordered.
What did you get?
I basically ordered a Bloody Mary. It was like it was like 9:30 in the morning.
What was it called?
I don't remember. Okay, I ordered my drink based on what I fucking wanted, and it wasn't sweet. It was the only savory drink of the morning.
Yeah.
Everyone else got sweet, but Ray didn't even know what the fuck was in his drink, but he got it because it said Jedi mind trick.
That's exactly why I got mine.
And
that was it.
I looked at him and I thought, it has vodka. You don't even like vodka. Okay.
I didn't even mind.
Okay, I know.
Okay.
What was the name of the other ride?
The Millennium Falcon.
Where we drove the Millennium Falcon.
Smuggler's Run.
Really?
Yeah.
Julian, Lori, help us out. Anywho, so you have to choose, right?
Yeah.
Your jobs on the ride.
Right.
And Candy and I were probably the worst pilots in history. Everyone's yelling at us.
Yeah.
Jenna and June were our gunners, and this unfortunate older couple were the engineers behind us, and we were like, fuck it, we're going to have a blast, and we were squealing the whole time, and I think our ship had 64% damage, or I don't know. I bet the kids did better than we did.
You know what? When we got in there, we had two pilots. It was me and Rick. We had that handled. We didn't get a scratch on the Millennium Falcon. We got our kids as gunners. They hit every goddamn target. And then we had people join us that were engineers. We didn't give a shit they were doing anyway. They were hitting the right buttons.
And yes, Julian, we took the kids into the bar. What was it? Oga's Cantina, right?
They're allowed to. They're allowed to.
Richie had the bantha milk. Dom had some, I don't know, yuzu tea.
Yeah. The engineers contribute to not a damn thing.
Well,
they just hit buttons. That's all they do.
They just hit buttons, for sure.
All right. So that was basically the beginning part of the day. I'm going to play a song here. When we come back, we'll talk about how we were able to execute the...
More details.
Yeah. how we were able to execute the wedding
Yes.
in the Haunted Mansion. Here we go. This one is going to be by the Volcanics. They're going to be playing right there at Dave's show that's coming up, Furry Fury. And this is the Volcanics, everybody. Here we go. Let's go and check it out. Hey, Southern California, this is Ray C, and I'm here with
Ronnie V.
Inviting you Sunday, November 5th from 4 to 10 p.m.
Furry Fury.
A rocket benefit show for the Angels in Training Senior Dog Sanctuary.
All proceeds go to this rescue that cares for older dogs.
Live performances by the Crown City Bombers.
Every single word I say is true.
The Volcanics.
The Dynoflos.
My baby left me the other day. I don't know the reason why.
June Clivas.
And now I'm crying, I'm crying over.
With special guests, the Radio Spells and DJ Greasy George.
This all takes place at the Cochrane Club at 7550 Eastern Avenue in Bell Gardens.
Once again, save the date, Sunday, November 5th, only a $15 cover. We will see you there.
To say it's all you so.
The CNC performing a launch status check at this time. All systems verify.
I played the wrong one. You believe that?
Oh my God, are we already on air?
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
I got the
You're
wrong.
rusty?
Yeah,
How many days has it
it's
been?
a couple days, but all right, let me go ahead and get this going here. All right, so as we continue the day, we went on a few more rides, and then Rick come up to me. He says, "You know what? The Haunted Mansion has been temporarily closed a
I
couple
did
times."
see that.
Yeah.
So, honestly, I wasn't going to freak out. I wasn't going to be the bridezilla about it.
Right.
Whatever was going to happen and unfold.
Like if it broke, we were going to choose another ride to do it, right?
Well, whatever.
Okay.
Even if we were just hidden away in a corner,
Okay.
it didn't matter to me.
So he called. Well, he told me, he's like, hey, if we get on it right now and it breaks while we're on it, we'll be in there doing the whole thing. So it's like, okay. So we ended up going to what time did we go into the Haunted Mansion? Do you remember? We have it logged somewhere. Anyway, we get in line. And there was, 12 of us at the time? Maybe 14 of us?
There's a million of us.
Okay, there was
That's
a
what it
lot
felt
of us.
like.
Yeah, there was a lot of us, and we were trying to get into the buggies. And if you remember, during kind of like a...
We were in line at 12:50.
Okay, at 12:50. I knew it was around there. And we waited in line for about 20 or 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. We finally get in there. And we're going through all the different scenarios on how we were going to perform the wedding. Now, we did do the whole thing to where we knew it was 2 minutes and 10 seconds for Mads when we get onto the buggy and then make it onto the seance room.
Right.
As soon as you get on the buggy. So we were going through it, and we were saying, "How are we gonna do it on the phone?"
Well, we were gonna do it on the phone, and we were all gonna share AirPods and
Right.
add the calls and yada yada yada. But I'm glad we checked it out before. Candy had the genius idea to make sure that our calls weren't going to drop and whatnot. And there was a lot of feedback. The call, we didn't have reception, and we're like, fucking Verizon, you're supposed to have like towers everywhere, whatever. Mm-hmm. And we just decided to go rogue as we're walking down the hallway.
Explain which hallway though.
We already went down the stretching room out of the elevator. So the long hallway where all the portraits are staring at you.
That's right.
We all kind of huddled around, and we made this little...
Like a circle.
It was a circle. It was like my little coven of beautiful people around us. And our darling pastor.
June wrote this.
She wrote the coolest intro. She even got some then. And
so she went through her whole intro, and it was incorporating Halloween, our wedding. She tailored it so beautifully.
And some people around us knew it was going on.
They did.
They were just watching. They didn't rat us out or
They didn't say anything.
And then some of the staff, they were the ride, operators were walking around, and Candy and I kept looking at each other like, oh my God. Like we were deer in headlights. We were like, I'm so nervous.
Right.
But, we kept...
Because they charged to do it. It's
I know.
$60,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we kept going. Did you get married or perform a ritual? Well,
It was
a little both. So then we continued all the way up to we're getting onto the buggies.
That's right.
And we decided, so we would exchange our vows personally to each other during...
The 2 minutes.
The 2 minutes.
So
And the rings.
That's right. So that 2 minutes and 10 seconds when we get on the buggies, everybody was on, and we're moving towards the hallway, getting to, and then the seance room.
Right.
And as we're doing that, we're exchanging vows. You had notes.
I did.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
I loved it.
I threw in some Richie Valens lyrics.
You did.
Yeah.
You did.
That's some Spanish.
So we had longer.
Everybody's like, what?
We had longer.
We
to
did.
So,
we did.
So we got to add a little bit more to what we were.
You went straight from the heart.
I did. I thought I did pretty well.
You did.
And then as we were getting towards the seance room, we were almost complete with everything. We exchanged the rings, and June. Wait, you stole a wedding from Disney?
We went rogue. It wasn't that we stole the wedding. People do it all the time. To make sure I was Googling beforehand, and on all these different chats, it's been done. People do it by Snow White all the time, by the castle, because, it's, very private.
Right, they just do it off to the side?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was definitely unique. So we did say our vows. We exchanged rings. The minute we got to the seance room, we were so excited. And we waited till all the buggies kind of lined up where everyone...
We could see each other.
And June carried on with the last chunk of...
That's right.
The last chunk of the ceremony, if you will. And it was kind of like, do you take... it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And...
She completed the... I now pronounce you, and then we kissed as Mr. and Mrs. Castillo.
The bells are ringing. It was beautiful.
And then everybody that knew what was going on, everybody that knew that was going on
was screaming.
And there was some people there who knew what we were doing.
True.
And they cheered too.
They did.
There was like 2 buggies full
and
of people.
then the
yeah.
next room obviously was the big party on the ride.
Right.
And Ray was like, this is our reception. Then we see the Hatbox Ghost. And it was just a great feeling. I don't know. It does.
We were trying to take video in there, but it was too dark. There was nothing we can do.
Everyone did take video. And even if it's dark, I feel like we can lighten it. So.
We can try to do something with it. But after it was all done, we come out of the ride as Mr. and Mrs. Castillo.
And then Lori's waiting outside with our niece Daisy, and she's taking video. And freaking Liz and Evil Noriega are in Salem and Massachusetts, all the way across the U.S. And they ordered us, she mobile ordered us wedding beignets to pick up at the Mint Julep Bar immediately after. So if anyone saw my boomerang, it's Ray shaking the powder all over them beignets. And it was just right. It was beautiful.
Yeah, so instead of a wedding cake, we
had beignets.
Yeah, it was pretty
It was, I don't know. It was beautiful. I don't know. I couldn't ask for more. It wasn't too much fluff. We had so much. Oh, and I have to say this. I forgot to say this. The minute we arrived at Galaxy's Edge in the morning, I don't have my father with us. For me, this is so cheeseball and so Mexican of me, but you look for signs everywhere.
You got to tell the backstory.
And before my dad, lost his speech and whatnot, he told me that he would appear to me as a June bug, a green beetle. So I have one on my back, on the sunflower leaf on my back, for him. And the minute we get to Galaxy's Edge, there was a green beetle that zipped all around us and started flying. Yes. And I'm like, oh my God, there's a beetle. And it's not even, that season anymore. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. It was just a beautiful sign. So, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, Scotty, I gave Ray aspirin all fucking day, heartburn pills, you name it. Because according to Jenna, we did 12 miles walking all day.
Yeah.
But we were able to get on everything. And I will say this, it was a day of growth. It was a day surrounded by all of our beautiful people. Many thanks to June and Candy, Rick and Jenna, Chris and Alma, our beautiful boys, Lori and Julian, Mama and Papa Castillo, baby Daisy and Cruz, Genevieve and Marlon, and Liz and Evil with those fucking beignets coming in clutch to celebrate.
Like on time, coming as soon as we get out. We're heading to get beignets.
And all the beautiful texts and messages, and for everyone there in spirit with us.
Yeah, I have 1,000 messages, and I try to get back to everybody, but it was very, very difficult. But I did my best. I really did. But I know I have messages on Instagram like crazy. Soon.
I know. I can't seem to catch up. I was trying to when we would stop and sit, but
Ray didn't swat the beetle.
Thank God he didn't. He knows now. He knows better than that. He knows better.
You two should host the Rose Parade. It can't be any worse than Stephanie, Low Energy, Edward, and Bob Babble Mouth. Oh my God.
That would be fantastic.
Trump, goddamn.
I wonder who said that. I have no idea.
Why did I read that? Super happy for you too. Are you really, Freddie? Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And we just spent the day. Your parents ended up coming later. Julian brought them, and we had a lovely evening. We did the chicken dinner thing.
We sure did.
We were all dying. We had a great pickles, thanks to June and Candy, that gave us a pep in our step. And we ended the night watching the fireworks. And we got on the teacups and watched the kids. And
do you have that picture? Maybe you can put it on there. The
sure.
fireworks. We'll show you right now. As she's pulling that up, I just want to go ahead and banter boredom. I just want to thank June and Candy. June for her. All the preparations that she did, I thought she was just going to show up
for everything, though. The engagement party,
of course,
the surprise shower. You guys,
Jenna's
it's all
shower.
Been coming so fast, and here we are, and we did it. And
I was just really impressed with the efforts of Jenna, with the shower and everything.
I know.
Party and even Dave for doing our wedding party. If you guys were able to make it to that party, Dave put on a hell of a show for us. So
if you know Dave,
because it was a whole thing building up to the wedding, and then for us to actually do it. It was so much fun. But June, with her, whatever she put together, she had it all written out, and she was reading it from the heart, and it was so much fun. It was so much fun what she put together.
Right, and I can't wait to have that copy.
Yeah.
Stains and all. I fucking love it. Raw, because that's the way we like it.
God, you're
It's
crazy.
beautiful.
Yeah. Okay. We're waiting for the
letting me
picture to
load.
come. No, it's not going to let you load it.
I'm trying.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to play. We'll go back to back on a couple songs here, and then when we do come back, I do want to thank everybody on the forum and everybody tuned in. And thank you so much for tuning in every single day. And
There we go.
And that was us. If you're on the forum right now, kissing the fireworks behind us right after our marriage. It was really nice. Really tied everything together.
I finally put a ring on it, guys.
That was teacups.
Richie LePew took that.
Yeah, even Rick was in the background. Look how happy he looks. Right
Rick
there.
looks like, what the fuck? They're kissing again? Oh my God.
Another band that's going to be playing along with the Dave with the Furry Fury. It's going to be a Lil Mo and the Dynoflos. I'm going to go ahead and play that really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and invite Gator and Dave, and we're going to talk a little bit about our show. We're going to keep Dave on the show too, so we can get a little bit of his perspective when it comes to Am I the Asshole? So thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in and listening. We really, really appreciate that. Stick around. We're going to talk all about the show that Dave's coming up and the benefit that he's actually put together. So let's go ahead and check out Lil Mo and the Dynoflos. We'll be right back, everybody. Ding dong,
Hello,
baby. Here we go.
Baby. Ding dong, baby. Doorbells ringing. Ding dong, baby. My heart singing. Ding dong, baby. Doorbells ringing for you and me. Ding dong, baby. Doorbells ringing. Ding dong, baby. My heart singing. Ding dong, baby. Doorbells ringing for you and me.
Well, my baby left me the other day. I don't know the reason why. Well, she packed all the good things and left me. I'll hang my head and cry. Well, the ding dong, baby, doorbells are ringing, and what do my eyes see? Well, the ding dong, baby, doorbells are ringing, bringing her back into me.
Ding dong, baby.
Doorbells ringing,
Ding dong, baby.
my heart singing.
Ding dong, baby.
Doorbells ring for you and me. Ding dong, ding 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 dong, ding 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 dong, ding 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 dong, dong. A ding dong, ding 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 dong, a ding 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 dong, a ding 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 dong, dong.
Ding dong, baby.
Doorbells ringing,
Ding dong, baby.
my heart singing.
Ding dong, baby.
Doorbells ring for you and me. Well, my baby left me the other day. I don't know the reason why. Well, she packed all of her things and left me. I hang my head and cry. Well, the ding dong, baby, doorbells are ringing, and what do my eyes see? Well, the ding dong, baby, doorbells are ringing, bringing her back to me.
Ding dong, baby.
Doorbells ringing,
Ding dong, baby.
my heart singing.
Ding dong, baby.
Doorbells are ringing for you and me, for you and me.
Ding dong.
Hey, Southern California, this is Ray C, and I'm here with
Ronnie V.
inviting you Sunday, November 5th from 4 to 10 p.m.
Furry Fury.
A rocket benefit show for the Angels in Training Senior Dog Sanctuary.
All proceeds go to this rescue that cares for older dogs.
Live performances by the Crown City Bombers.
Every single word I say is true.
The Volcanics,
Lil Mo and the
Well, my
Dynoflos.
baby left me the other day. I don't know the reason why.
June Clivas.
And now I'm crying, 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 I'm crying over.
With special guests of Radio Spells and DJ Greasy George.
This all takes place at the Cochrane Club at 7550 Eastern Avenue in Bell Gardens.
Once again, save the date, Sunday, November 5th, only a $15 cover. We will see you there.
To say I told you so.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I do have Dave from the Crown City Bombers. And we're going to be talking along with Gator. How you doing, Gator?
Doing all right. Just
Nice.
hanging in there, having fun. Getting over Halloween. I wish it wasn't over.
Right? Everybody loves Halloween. I'm a Christmas guy. What about you, Dave? You're a Halloween or
Oh.
Christmas guy?
I'm actually a 4th of July Christmas guy. I like
Okay.
Halloween too, but
Okay.
yeah, my favorite is summer, 4th of July and Christmas for
All right.
sure. Yeah.
Okay, I got to jump in here then. You said Christmas. I'm actually Halloween and Christmas. That's why my house is full of Nightmare Before Christmas stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I took some pictures. I'll show you his collection.
I
and
love
that's
it.
nothing. I've got a whole shed full of stuff that I'm looking for space on the walls to put out.
Oh,
Wow,
nice. It looks like people already know who you are, Gator. We got people on the forum, Snake Bites Ben, saying hi to Dave and Gator. So welcome to the show. Really
Howdy,
appreciate you.
Howdy, guys.
Hey,
And hanging out with us. We're going to talk a little bit about the show that you guys have that you put together and what it's all about. So if I were to ask you guys one question, have you guys done a show like this before for this type of benefit, or is this your very first time?
Well, I've done benefits before,
Right.
but never one for animal rescue.
Okay.
So yeah,
And how did you get involved with that, Dave? Was it?
I got to give Gator some props.
Oh,
And
sure, yeah.
I'll let him tell you about Angels in Training, but.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew Gator from before. You know, he was at the Coffin Dragons. We're all both in the scene for years playing, and
Right.
and then we both played in England together last. I was actually this time last year. We were both in England playing, and unfortunately, my mother passed away earlier this summer, and we needed to find a home for her cat, and because I already have rescues myself, we couldn't take anymore.
Right.
And Gator was really helpful with his Angels in Training. He specializes in dogs, but he had connections, and he hooked us up with a permanent home for my mom's kitty.
Right.
And so he says, this is a good thing that you're doing, and it's an ongoing struggle. I mean,
Nice.
veterinarian, feeding, and just everything. So we thought, man, well, I was thinking, we should do a fundraiser for it, and I talked to him about it, and so
Right.
we decided to do it, and all the bands immediately jumped on, because the one thing all the bands have in common is we all have shelter rescue dogs, and Ben from the Volcanics is it called Dogalachi, has a thing for Chihuahuas, and they're going to be there vending at the show.
Oh, nice.
And
Okay.
Little Mo is probably the biggest rescue person that I know other than Gator.
Right.
His house, he's got birds, cats, dogs. In fact, one of my cats I have is one of Little Mo's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Did you help rescue, or?
Well, yeah, it's my
Okay.
cat now. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have rescue. So I'll let Gator tell you about Angels in Training. There you go.
Well, thank you so much, Gator, for joining us on the show and
cool.
kind of
Glad to do it.
getting little people involved on how they can help out too. But one question on everybody's mind: how did you get the name Gator? I want a cool name like that. You have it. How did it happen?
Do you want the flamboyant, over the top, crazy story that I used to give, or do you want the truth?
Let's do the flamboyant in 20 seconds. Go.
Okay. When I was a kid, my grandparents lived in Lakeland, Florida, and they lived in an area where there were like alligators around their house and stuff. And I went to visit them one day, and I ended up out there in the pond playing with the alligators.
What?
And
Playing with the gators? Are you serious? How big were these fucking? No way.
That's my flamboyant, over the top.
Oh,
story.
okay. All right.
I asked you if you wanted that or the truth.
Okay, well, let's go to the truth now.
Okay, the truth is, as a kid, two of my favorite cartoons were Wally Gator and Gabby Gator. I don't know why,
okay.
but for some reason I was fascinated with those cartoons, and I collected Wally Gator and Gabby Gator toys and different paraphernalia, and then I started collecting other alligator stuff. And it is true that my grandparents lived in Lakeland, Florida, and were surrounded by alligators, so they used to actually send me alligator stuff, or when they come to visit to LA,
Nice.
they'd bring me stuff. So in the early 80s, when I was hanging out, when I was first getting involved in the rockabilly scene, I was hanging out with all these guys, and they all had nicknames. And they're like, you know what, you need a nickname, and you're into alligators, so you're Gator.
All right, that's cool. I kind of get that. Does your parents run an alligator rescue out in Florida, or is it just?
No. I wish that'd be cool, but no.
So you're the man behind everything that's putting the show together. Is that what I'm hearing from you, Dave? Yeah.
What's that?
I'm putting the show together,
Okay.
but it's his rescue.
Right.
And I think let Gator he can tell you all about angels
tell
and
me.
training.
Yeah, exactly. That was what I was going to get to. Tell us a little bit about what you do and your rescue.
Okay, well, first of all, I gotta give Dave many thanks for doing this show, because I am terrible about putting shows together. I'm terrible about asking for money, even though we're a 501c3 nonprofit.
Yeah.
And we're supposed to ask for money. It's hard for me to ask for money. I've always just been against that. So it's weird. It's weird for me to have a nonprofit and not want to ask for money. So I've always wanted to do a show like this, but I've never really had the resources to put together. And so when Dave jumped on and said, "Hey, I want to do this," I'm like, "Cool, great, thank you, no problem."
So do you have somebody that helps you along with because you call it a sanctuary, correct?
It's basically my girlfriend Patty and I do this together. We used to adopt senior dogs from shelters years and years ago, and she's always worked in like dog sitting, and she managed the dog hotel in Malibu for 14 years. And some of her elderly clients would pass away, and the dog would be left at the kennel.
Okay.
So we would take on the dog. So that's kind of how it got started. Plus, I had 2 senior dogs myself that I got from Billy Zoom, by the way, when they were just puppies.
And is this sanctuary exclusively senior dogs?
Yeah, we try to get dogs aged 12 years and older, because a lot of those are the ones that don't get adopted out of these shelters. People want puppies or want younger, more vibrant, active dogs.
Right.
But the crazy thing is, though, even at 12 years old, like a Chihuahua can still be really active, and they can live to like 17.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of people overlook them, and when they're in the shelters, they'll have like some health issues, bad teeth, this and that, the other, and so the shelters like to get rid of them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's a shame.
So we jump in when we can and grab them out of the shelters, and then let them live the rest of their lives here with us. And they get good food, lots of loving, and great vet care. We have amazing vets that we love.
So your sanctuary that you run, it is a nonprofit. This is something that you do from the goodness of your heart. And obviously your other half helps you out.
Yeah.
And have you done anything like this before as a fundraiser? Is this the first one that you're doing under this name of the sanctuary that you're running?
Yeah, this is the first fundraiser like this we've ever done, because like I said, I'm not good at doing things like this.
Oh, okay.
It's always been in the back of my mind to do it. And I've got friends in the music industry and recording industry that have offered to do things, but they've never followed through with it. So this is the first time somebody actually said, "I'm going to do this," and it's happening.
You know what? I couldn't recommend anybody better than Dave from the Crown City Bombers to help and run a show. He's so great at promotions. He's so great at putting like the best set with his band that is actually going to complement everybody to come in. He has such a great draw with his band. I've worked with Dave plenty of times, so you really got a great partner when it comes to this. And
yeah, it's cool. It's like I say, I'm so glad he offered to do this. It's amazing.
Where is your sanctuary located?
We're based out of Calabasas.
Oh, okay. A little bit north from where we're at right now.
Yeah.
And do you guys have any platforms or where we can follow you or anything like that? Contact information that you would share?
Our website, even though websites don't seem to be the thing anymore, we have a website.
Yeah.
It's aitdogs.org. Just aitdogs.org. And then, of course, we're on Facebook under Angels in Training Senior Dog Sanctuary.
Angels in Training, that's right.
Yeah.
Can I just say something, too? So if anyone who can't make the show but wants to donate, they can donate in the website that he Gator just mentioned, and it's on all the promos and the flyers. Can you say that again? Where they can donate?
Yeah, it's aitdogs.org. So aitdogs.org.
Okay.
When we first started out, I got this really long, elaborate domain name, Angels in Training Sanctuary.
Yeah.
And like people were like, "Your domain name's too long. I can't type it in." So I made a new short and condensed version. So AIT Dogs.
That's a beautiful thing that you did there. I ran into the same thing with Local Music Experience, so I just started sending people links. You know, I was like, okay, here it is.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful thing. How long have you been doing this and running the sanctuary?
This December will be the 7th year that we've actually been an official 501c3 called Angels in Training.
Oh, okay. So this is like an annual like anniversary party, if you will, too, as well.
Basically, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But my girlfriend Patty and I, like I said, we had been adopting senior dogs from shelters and from elderly people probably for a dozen years before that. So like nearly 20 years altogether.
Wow. 20. That's a whole career.
I know.
Wow. And musically, you're going to be playing on this bill too as well.
Yeah, and it's interesting that you brought that up and talking about a whole career, because I used to be really, really, really involved in the rockabilly and psychobilly scenes in LA, and I used to play with so many bands and with so many old original 50s guys. But once I started doing the dog thing, that took so much more of my life away. So my music career got put on hold. So right now, this is the first time I've had a band of my own in years.
Wow.
And I'm just so ecstatic and happy to be playing again and to be playing this show. It's just a good feeling. So I'm trying to learn to balance music and dogs, because I need both in my life.
Nice.
This is the perfect opportunity to get them both going. You should talk about the new band a little bit. We're going to actually play a little tune.
That's right.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was able to catch you. Didn't you played with them at the?
They played the
Redwood.
Radio Spells played with Crown City Bombers at the Redwood about a month and a half ago.
About a month and a half ago.
Right.
Dave, he actually invited me out there. So you got to come and see this band that's going to be playing with us. So we got there early to check you guys out. And you guys, man, are pretty damn freaking awesome. I was like, what?
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. I was like, how come I haven't heard of this?
But
It didn't seem like that.
Well, they had two veterans of the scene in the band with them.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the thing is, Watts, the guitar player, and I have been playing in different bands together since the 90s.
Oh, okay. Explain.
And he was the guitar player in my old band, Coffin Draggers, but before that, we had a band called the Raucous Rockers, and then he had a band called the Flamin' Aces, and I used to play bass with the Flamin' Aces, and just so we've been in loads of bands together over the years. We used to back up this Australian singer named Bridget Handley.
Oh, I know Bridget.
Yeah. So we were her first American band, and we used to play the Viva Las Vegas Rockabilly Hall of Fame stage. So Watts and I go way, way, way back.
Wow.
So when we get together, like the old songs just pop back into our heads and back into our hands, and we start playing them. And we're like, okay, cool.
Am I led to believe that all proceeds are going to be going to the sanctuary? Is that what's going on? Is that
you can believe that?
Okay.
Gator and I will be on a plane to South America within hours after the show. Yes. All the proceeds, and I just want to say a real quick shout out. Thank you so much to all the bands. I'm going to say DJ Greasy George, June Clivas, doing a special opening acoustic set.
Yes.
And she'll be also bartending there. I want to thank Rita and everybody at the Cochrane Club for allowing us to do it there. Ben in the Volcanics, he's been so helpful with the video and the promotion and helping us supplying some the drums and things. Matty Boy will be doing the sound for Crown City Bombers and all the bands. Little Mo and the Dynoflos. Little Mo is a big animal rescue guy. And all the Dynoflos, and of course the Volcanics, and it's going to be fantastic that everybody's on board to do this, because all the musicians and all the bands all have rescue pets.
Right.
That's amazing. Yeah,
that's really cool.
I have a sheepadoodle, Gator.
Oh, cool.
I just want to be part of it, that's all.
No, that's cool. Sounds good.
But I was really impressed to listen to your band, man. We got there early to check you guys out along with the Crown City Bombers, so that was really, and I'm glad to meet you now. So now that we know each other, I'm looking forward to all your music that you guys record with the radio spell. So
Yeah, definitely. We hope to be. We were trying to get something recorded by Halloween, but it was just so rushed, because the band has only been together for a couple months.
Okay, yeah.
So it was even though I have my own recording studio and theoretically I can get out there and record anytime I want. It was still difficult to try to get everything together last minute. So
nice.
we'll be taking our time to do some quality recordings soon at some point.
You know what? The show that you guys have been putting together and everything and all the effort that you guys have been showing, I wish you guys a great time. And Dave, I'm going to tell you, you're probably the best promoter I've ever worked with, even though you're a leader of a band. I love your band, the Crown City Bombers, bringing the radio spells together and doing a show like this along with you and Clivas and Little Mo and the Dynoflos. This is a great lineup. And what is it, like $15 to get in?
Just $15.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, all the money will go to the to the rescue. And
the truth comes out.
Really. Yeah, and then I said we're going to be passing what they call. My old friend Mark Tortorici named it Joe's the Bucket of Love. We're going to be passing around, and anybody, and you can always donate online as well if you can make it or not.
Right.
Doors open at 3 p.m.
Okay.
Show starts at 4. DJ Greasy George and the live music starts about 5.
Right.
And like I said, all the bands, Volcanics, all of everybody, Dynoflos, Bombers, Radio Spells. June. And where are you going to see all those bands at once for one good price? And not only that, but the money that you pay not only goes to the great entertainment, but goes to that. And you're helping the Cochrane Club out too, the American Legion Hall. They have lots of shows there, supporting the bar, keeping the lights on at that place. You're helping the veterans and everybody there too. It's the house that Eddie built, Eddie Cochrane. We got to keep the Cochrane Club going, man.
That's right. And so it's all in one. You come down, you get great entertainment. Gator's going to be there. I'm excited to meet him in person again.
Yeah.
I think we shook hands the time first time.
Yeah, I remember something like that.
The donate link is also on the flyer on this thing called the LME event calendar. So if you go on the LME event calendar right there on the app and you click on this particular flyer that's on the app, the donate link is there too as well. And I'll put that on the app today where I can do a direct link to, and then I'll also do a push notification for everybody on Sunday to make sure to kind of remind them to do this. You can even wear your church clothes. You go to church and then you come to the show. It'll be great.
Your Sunday go to meeting clothes.
and I want to remind everybody tonight around just after 8 o'clock, between 8 and 8:30, we're going to do a debut of the little promo video that Gator, I, and Ben from the Volcanics filmed in Gator Studio.
Oh, nice.
And you're going to meet some of the little doggies from the sanctuary. So look for that on Instagram and Facebook. And I'm sure it'll go against all their community standards, but it's going to be great, Yeah,
I'm excited for this show. I really am. To see the radio spells again is going to be a great thing and if you haven't seen them, then this is a place for you to get introduced to the radio spells. Great experienced band that they put together along with the others. June Clivas is going to be opening the show with an acoustic set.
Right.
If you haven't seen June Clivas and you get to catch her this Sunday, make sure you make it out there. Beautiful guitar playing. I've been envying her guitar playing for for as long as I've known her.
You know what's impressive about that is we're all okay and do good when we got our bands back in it, but it's a whole nother thing. We can go up there and just solo and keep the crowd engaged, and she does that really well.
Yeah,
she does a good set with just her, and she's got great rhythm on that acoustic, man.
And then that's what I'm excited. Look forward to the show and hanging out with all of my friends. Such a great crowd that's going to be there. It is for a great cause, everybody, and make sure that you come with your heart in your hands, and let's save some senior dogs. That's what we're doing.
And you're going to hear folk Americana, record hop from the DJs. You're going to hear surf. You're going to hear rockabilly, psychobilly, rhythm and blues, rock and roll, and some doo-wop. You're going to hear everything.
How long does this event go?
Like I said, doors open at 3. It goes from 4 to 10. The live music is from about 5 to 9. And then the DJ will play them on out till 10 o'clock or until Rita starts breaking beer bottles on people's heads to get them out the door.
So if the Spells wanted to do like an extra song or two, you wouldn't be mad, right?
Only at you, Ray.
I love this band. I want to see them again, because when I first saw them, I was really excited. I was like, oh my God, David.
And I also want to get. I'm going to put him on the spot here. I don't know even if he's listening or not.
Yeah.
But a lot of you people know. Everybody in the LA rockabilly root scene knows Ronnie Mack from the Barn Dance days. I talked to Ronnie about a week ago, and he's up in Bakersfield now, and I'm really hoping him and his girlfriend Tammy can make it to the show. We'd all love to see you, Ronnie. So let everybody know that I gave him a shout out, and I'll try to reach out to him again.
Okay.
Yeah,
that would be amazing. I used to go to the Barn Dance when he did it at the Palomino, and then Jack Sugar Shack.
Oh yeah, Sugar Shack. Right?
Yeah, but
freaking parking lot there now.
Oh, God.
I know, it's awful.
Gator, you've been in the scene a long time. And
a while.
And I know that you have met a lot of people and played with a lot of different bands. Just to kind of get a feel of what your band is, what are the influences of the radio spells? What do you like to incorporate in what you guys do?
Well, that's kind of hard to say, but I'll try to figure it out. Basically, like when I got into the whole rockabilly scene, I started digging out like the old records, like Glenn Sleepy LaBeef, all that kind of stuff. So, and I learned to play upright bass by listening to those records. So I am heavily influenced by a lot of those old original 50s guys and their bass players. And then I'm so thankful that I was able to play with a lot of those guys. So that's a huge part of my influence. But Watts and I are also into, Watts is into that stuff as well, but we're into the 80s British neo rockabilly scene, like Restless and the Deltas and different things like that. So there's a lot of that influence.
I hear some early like Levi Rock Cats. Some of the stuff a couple times you do reminds me, like even post Levi. There's some stuff you do that reminds me of them guys.
Yeah. We put kind of some more. I don't know if you call it modern as in modern like now, but modern as in kind of an 80s rockabilly.
Neo, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And like Coffin Draggers was more of like a psychobilly band that we had, but really fast, really hard, really driving stuff. There's not so much of that in this band. It's more laid back, but there's still like some of that energy in there.
Right.
So I don't know if that answers your question.
It really does. The only reason why is because I want people to experience listening to your band the way I did, coming in there, and it's like, oh my God, these guys are freaking rocking. And cool. I want them to come in. It's like, hey, this is a band that. How long have you guys been together?
This has the radio spells since June or July. I forget when our first show was.
About 6 months.
Yeah, if that.
Okay. Yeah. Just and it was exciting to see you.
Actually, I just count 4 months, to be honest.
Okay, 4 months. Yeah, so I just wanted let our listeners know what to expect when they see the radio spells up there.
Yeah, we're definitely not like a super ultra traditional rockabilly band, but we're not like crazy psychobilly either. We're somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, that's a good description, actually. Yeah.
Okay. So Dave, please, we got a minute left. Tell us about the show. Who's gonna give us a little recap on the lineup, and we'll go from there. And I'll ask Gator a question too.
Like I said, doors open at 3. DJ Greasy George kicks off at 4 o'clock. We got June Clivas opening up. We got the Radio Spells. And we've got the Volcanics. And then we've got Crown City Bombers, and then we're going to end it with Little Mo and the Dynoflos. And there'll be like a good 15-minute break in between the bands. Each band's going to do a good little set, but you won't have a lot of dead air. And DJ Greasy George, for people like to go to Fuss and Hall or like to drive and stroll and do a record hop, he's going to be playing a bunch of cool stuff. So there's not going to be much downtime.
Right.
It's going to be entertaining. And then when the Dynoflos wrap up around 9-ish, George will be playing us out till 10.
Nice.
So if you got to work the next day, it's early. Just get there early. I'm not going to lie. Parking can be somewhat a challenge. There is parking there. Just get there early. Mm-hmm. There's a Marshall's. I think it's Marshall's. TJ Maxx or Marshall's. Right.
Marshall's.
Yes. If you're at the Cochrane Club, if you're on Eastern and Florence, there's a Marshall's huge parking lot. I would suggest you park there, and you can walk maybe a block to the club because it gets filled up, and then you'll park there no problem.
Right. Gator, anybody want to give a shout out to? Anything that you'd like to say about the show? We'll give you a minute here.
Well, we forgot to mention that John Palmer is playing drums with us.
Oh, there you go. God damn it, man. John Palmer and Watts.
Yeah.
And goddamn Gator in one band.
He played with 3 Bad Jacks about John's played with everybody. He's played with Bombers. He's like Ricky McCann in England. And man, those 2 drummers have played with every band on the planet.
Nice.
Exactly. In fact, John and I are both on the very first 3 Bad Jacks album.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, I am too. I'm some of the backup harmonies.
Oh,
on it.
really?
Yeah. Me and Patty Lagana, the very first one.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
It's Forever and all those. Whoa, that's neat.
Nice. Any shout outs, Gator? Anybody you want to say hello to?
Just everybody out there listening, and all my old friends and people that have been pushing me to get back out there to play again. I appreciate that push, and I'm glad you've been doing it for so long, trying to get me on the stage again, and here I am. So thanks to everybody.
Man, thanks for what you do for our furry pets, and thanks for what you did for my mom's kitty.
Oh,
and
yeah.
This is great. I mean, we can help the music scene, the club, and we can help our animals. And everybody gets a really good show. This is a win-win. I'm really looking forward to this.
Me too.
So everybody, if you can, come on out.
There you go. Go ahead.
I just thought of one person that I'd really like to make a shout out to is Reverend Martini, Karen Mamont.
Oh yeah.
She will. Yes, Reverend Martini. She will be there.
She has been behind me, pushing me for so long to get my butt back up on stage, and every time I talk to her now, she's so excited that I have a band, especially with Watts. She said it's kind of like her dream to see the two of us back together playing again.
Nice.
So and she's always been great. She tries to get me up on her stage at Viva Las Vegas whenever I'm there, just to sit in with somebody. So she's been, which actually happened last year. I got to play with the Escobars because their bass player was MIA.
Yeah, I saw that.
We saw that too.
Yeah, you got up there and felt right in and rocked it.
Yeah, so it's like big shout out to her because of everything she's done for me, and so I appreciate her so much.
I'm glad you said that, because yes, she's definitely going to be there. She hopefully she's going to be helping MC, and if we can get Ronnie to show up, we can maybe get him up for one of his famous Ricky Nelson covers, and maybe he's a good announcer too.
Yeah,
this is going to be a reunion of us old geezers.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we're all going to be screaming, "Get the hell off my lawn!"
So there you have it, everybody. Let's go ahead and make sure you are saving that date for this Sunday. And Furry Fury, we got the hell of a lineup. And to be included now is the 2023 comeback tour of Gator that he's going to be doing. That's what we'll call it, the 2023
people are like,
comeback.
Who? Who's this old guy trying to play?
Playing with Gator since he was 4 in the Everglades of Florida. All right.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, LME listeners, man, come on out and support. And thank you, Ray, for what you do.
Yes, thank you.
Getting the band's music out there, commercial free.
Oh yeah. Well, there's a little bit. We can play.
Even if your rotation buckets are drunk from time to time. People are like, what's he talking about?
Crazy. Gator, thank you so much for joining us on the show, and appreciate everything you do for the senior puppies out there.
Thank you so much.
It makes me feel like I do have a place in my future to be. There's a sanctuary out there for old dogs like ourselves.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Make sure you make your way out there on Sunday.
Hey, Gator, I don't know if you know this, but Ray just got married on Halloween 2 days ago.
Oh, wow, cool. That's a good date for it.
I was shooting for Christmas, but my wife is a Halloween woman, so there you are. Yeah.
Cool. Well, your wife's cool.
Congratulations, Ray and Ronnie.
Thank you so much. There we go. And you too, Dave.
Somebody else just got married recently, I heard.
Who else got married? All right, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much once again, Gator from the Radio Spells, the Dave from the Crown City Bombers. You're going to stick around.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Only if you play one of my songs.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead.
Look us up on narcissist.com.
Oh, my God.
Speaking of playing songs, Dave had me send a song over for you to play, and I need to set that up really quick.
Oh, yeah.
It's not the Radio Spells, because like I say, we haven't recorded yet, but it is a song that we do.
Okay.
And the recording I sent is of a band with me and Watts and our friend Wes from about 23 years ago.
All right.
It was our band, the Raucous Rockers. So since we still do that song, and it's still me and Watts, I figured I'll just send that one to you.
So here we go. 2/3 of the Radio Spells are doing Naughty Little Angel. We'll be right back.
Cool.
Here we go, everybody.
Well, I met a little angel, a man she's really swell. Says she came from heaven, but I think she came from hell. She got a magic touch that makes me feel so good. My heart tells me I shouldn't, but my soul says I should. that again.
Hey, Southern California, this is Ray C, and I'm here with
Ronnie V.
Inviting you Sunday, November 5th from 4 to 10 p.m.
Furry Fury.
A rocket benefit show for the Angels in Training Senior Dog Sanctuary.
All proceeds go to this rescue that cares for older dogs.
Live performances by the Crown City Bombers.
Every single word I say is true.
The Volcanics.
The Dynoflos.
My baby left me the other day. I don't know the reason why.
June Clivas.
And now I'm crying over.
With special guests, the Radio Spells and DJ Greasy George.
This all takes place at the Cochrane Club at 7550 Eastern Avenue in Bell Gardens.
Once again, save the date, Sunday, November 5th. Only a $15 cover. We will see you there.
To say it's all you so.
Here we go, SoCal. Here's the part of the show where we get to read other people's stories and judge them as we see fit. It's time for Am I the Asshole?
I've been hitting the wrong buttons this morning, man. I can't believe that.
You're always pushing our buttons, Ray.
Damn it, man. It's all right.
Am I the asshole? Well,
Yeah,
it'd be
no.
different than any other day. This one's right down my alley. I'll take this one.
You know what? This is a time where we get to learn a little bit about Dave and what goes on in his mind, because we invited him to stay on this portion. This is actually Adriana's favorite part of the show. Am I the asshole?
Wait,
Yeah,
I'll
we
take
get-
self-absorbed aging rock stars for $500, Alex.
Okay, so here we go. We're going to let you pick the first one. You ready? Am I the asshole for refusing to be paired up with the Down syndrome kid? Or am I the asshole for telling my sister to stop saying I have pretty privilege and it's her fault she looks ugly? So pick one of those, Dave. We're going to read it, and then we're going to judge them as we see fit.
I don't know. It's like a wealth of riches.
Okay.
Marsha, and Jan,
That's right.
or
Yeah,
or
the ringer.
I won't say it. The Down syndrome kid. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I'll let you pick it, Ray. This is
wow.
This is going to be scary.
Let's do the Marsha one. There we go.
I
It's
think
not
that's
even
a
that
little-
long.
That's a little safer.
Yeah, there we go. I have a sister who is 25 years old. I will call her Tessa. Okay, I am just going to be blunt and say I look better than her. Wow, just like that, huh? Okay. It's due to her not taking care of herself at all. When I was staying active, she was not. I spend my money to get skincare and keep my hair nice. She doesn't dress nicely either. Shall we continue?
Sure.
Let's do it. She is always in sweats, even going somewhere nice. Overall, I just look better than her. She has the money to do these things. She just doesn't do it. Now, every time I see her, she will comment something about the way I look. If I tell a story that turns out good for me, she will tell me it's because I am pretty, and so on. I assume she is very jealous, and I have talked to her all about it. Now, I just passed my test to go get my license for my job. I was telling the story at dinner, and she told me I passed since I was pretty. Makes no sense. I had enough and told her to stop saying I have pretty privilege and that it is her fault that she looks ugly, not mine. She left the table after calling me the C word. Can we say the word cunt on this? Can we say cunt on this radio station?
You drop F-bombs all the time.
Okay, all right.
In front of Clarabelle, even.
And my family is split between me and her. So herein lies that big question.
Am I the asshole?
For telling my sister to stop saying I have pretty privilege and it's her fault she looks ugly. What do you think about that, Dave? Please tell me.
This one's actually a tough one.
Yeah.
Because the girl is definitely jealous.
There's something there.
And some girls and guys just have it together. They care about their appearance. Others,
right.
And it's okay. Others don't care. And she may not have the skills to makeup skills to make herself look nice, or maybe she's happy that way. She just doesn't. She doesn't care, and if she chooses not to care, then she shouldn't give her sister a hard time. The other one sounds a little full of it too. Kind of condescending. I'm pretty.
Right.
That's why it's a tough one. It's like, let's split the asshole 50-50 on this one.
You know what? That is so awesome. It's even Sven said, can they both be assholes?
Yeah. I've listened to the show a lot, and I've heard this segment a lot.
Right.
And thanks for giving me the tough one. And I agree with Sven. It's a little 50-50.
Yeah.
A little laziness, a little insecurity mixed with some narcissism.
Wow.
No, I'm talking about our band.
Okay. You know, I'm kind of on both of it until I am pretty, this and that. Like,
Lots to unpack here. Shouldn't use the word pack and asshole in the same sentence.
God damn. Here's what I'll say. I do agree with the 50-50 asshole. Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, a girl goes above and beyond to make herself look better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But for her to come out and just say, "Oh, I look like this because I do this and I do this and this, and you don't do this," you really don't say that to other people. It's like everybody's on their own journey. Everybody does their own, have different priorities in life. Like look at you. You're a beautiful man, and you have your hair done. I know
my hair looks good.
I know.
I just got to say one thing. Marcia.
No, that's exactly what it is.
I'm sorry, Jen. You didn't make the cheerleading team.
That's what it is, huh?
I know.
Yeah,
It's total Marcia and Jan. Sibling bullshit.
So that's an easy. Can we split the asshole on this one?
Yeah, I think we have to.
Okay, we can do it. Let's do another one then. All right, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and I'll choose this next one here.
Yes, so make it a little easier.
All right.
I didn't sign up for this.
Yes, you did.
Wow.
Am I the asshole for telling my niece that she looked pretty, or am I the asshole for laughing at the reason my son was given detention and not agreeing to it? Am I the reason for laughing at the reason my son was given to detention and not agreeing to it?
Getting in trouble in school, I'm an expert on this one, so let's do that.
You want to do that one? Okay, let's do it here. I realize this title sounds entitled as hell, but I ask that you please don't skim read. We won't. We'll read everything as long as it's nice. If the consensus is that...
Oh, sorry.
Did you make it?
So sorry.
If the consensus is that I am the asshole and I'm truly entitled, as the title sounds, I'll call and apologize. I am a 36-year-old female, have a son who is 11 and 6th grade. We'll call him Preston. Which teacher we'll call Susan. Susan is a teacher. She's 50 years old and also a female. Some important background is important that Preston is pretty skittish and jumpy. He easily gets startled by noises or voices he does not expect, especially if they are loud. I only have seen Susan in person like maybe twice. She has a distinctly loud, almost thunderous voice. Never heard her yell at all, though. But Preston says it always makes him jump in a little. Apparently, she knows for being ridiculously loud in general from the other kids and parents. Isn't it normal for teachers to speak loudly so everybody can hear them and they don't have to repeat themselves?
Right.
Come on, man. All right. Anyway, I don't know what WFH is. You know what that is? I don't know what the WFH is, but let's keep going. Anyway, I got a voicemail on my phone from Preston using the school phone saying he got detention because Susan yelled at some kids fooling around during work time. He was startled and she noticed she made him leave the room. work in the hallway and called to tell him he has served detention next week. So he does have to serve detention for this. I did not believe that was the reason why he got detention at all, because that sounds really dumb, and assumed he was minimizing his role. He does tend to do that when he's explaining his side of the trouble that he might be in. So I thought I'd get Susan's side at recess while I went to lunch. I called her, and I completely got caught off guard when she said lined up with everything Preston said. Okay. TI teacher was not the issue. I'm sorry. T. Okay. I wasn't sure what to say at first, but I ended up laughing on the phone before any words could come out. Susan was irritated and asked what's so funny, and I just responded that I was so sure that Preston was lying to me because that was such a ridiculous reason to give anyone detention, and that he is not serving detention just for being startled. That's pretty fair. The teacher already knows that he gets startled by that stuff. She tells me that this is not a suggestion and that I'm being obtuse. I stood firm and asked her if she'd think appropriate if her boss yelled loudly at some of her fellow teachers, "You were startled," and then he proceeded to dock her pay for some other form of punishment. Follow up with, I bet she didn't even do jack squat to the kids she was initially yelling at after noticing Preston. She got quiet for a moment, and I thought maybe I convinced her, but then she doubled down and said that failing to serve detention would result in a suspension or even more. And I told her I'd gladly fight for her and the school on this if it came to that before hanging up. I do not intend to punish Preston just for getting startled. We all do it, and it's nothing worth making any type of issue about. If I'm being honest, the only reason chose to post is because I vented to my friend about this later, and she actually did not side with me, saying that I was kind of being a dick to laugh at Susan and the teachers don't get paid enough to deal with the things I said so. Okay, I want to hear an unbiased opinion, so herein lies the question.
Am I the asshole?
For laughing at the reason my son was given detention and not agreeing to it. What do you think, Dave?
Okay, this is another one where it could go both ways.
Okay.
But I'm going to think that the mom is a bit of an asshole for laughing.
Okay.
Sounds to me like this kid has some kind of like attention deficit or some kind of behavioral issues that he needs to go see a psychiatrist or and I think there's something else going on with this kid. To be startled like that seems a little off. I think the teacher was a little too heavy-handed punishing him like that. She should have called the mom first and said, look, I'm having issues with your son. Is there something going on at home? Does he have emotional problems? I mean,
okay. But yeah. They've been, like, the teacher knows this.
Right.
Yeah, and even Punk Rock Barbecue must be autistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's something going on with the kid, yeah.
So if you as a teacher know this and was startled because you raised your voice, did it offend the teacher enough to put detention on it? Wouldn't that be, if anything, before you put that pen to the paper that you're getting detention, where's the verbal warning? Like, hey, calm down.
Yeah, she
what's going on?
She should have reached out to the mom, but the mom definitely should have laughed about it because it shows her is like not really keeping an eye on. There's more going on with this kid.
Okay. And the other question that I had for you is the sister of the mother who laughed said that the teachers don't get paid enough to deal with things like this.
They don't. She's completely right.
Yeah.
And I think she's right to say that you were being a dick for laughing. So if I had to weigh it, I would have to say the teacher should have contacted the mom, but I would say the mom because there's more going on with this kid to laugh about it. It's a red flag. You need to see what's going on with your kid,
right?
Because it's only going to get worse when he becomes a teenager,
right?
Starts little fires here and there and things like that.
Here's the kind of thing that I don't know. I'm going to disagree with you.
Yeah.
But when it says that teachers don't get paid enough,
right?
Like you decided to become a teacher. It's like you don't get paid enough with this. It's like when
it's a noble profession. They don't.
They don't, right? Okay.
No.
But at the same time, it's like you know what you're getting into. It's kind of like the NFL players when they're like, oh, we go through all this injuries, we get banged up. Like, well, you wanted to do that.
Yeah, but they're totally compensated for it.
Okay, so
yeah,
it's a good argument.
Yeah, I just think that teachers, the military, and our police need to be treated better and compensated, because the teachers are they're setting up our future. These kids are going to be running the show later, and you got this whack job that's startled by everything, and you're going to get up there, and then all hell's got to break loose.
Okay. Yeah. Is that a technical term, the whack job?
Too soon?
Yeah. No, it's good.
Okay.
Okay. I did have a similar situation like this.
But the teachers are buying their own school supplies, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't even, the computers and everything, and then the books, and they're buying pens, and they shouldn't have to be doing that out of their own money, and they're not getting paid enough as it is. And staying over late, because a lot of these kids come from really bad backgrounds. These kids they're like babysitters. These kids get there an hour before class, and they stay until the teachers go home. I saw firsthand. I had a girlfriend that was a teacher. I used to go play music for these kids. It was in El Sereno, in a bad part of town there, and these kids loved her because they would just stay there all day. They didn't want to go home.
Yeah.
One or two of them lived in a car. They were homeless, and they would still manage to get them to school. It's rough. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Punk Rock Barbecue. Yeah, but the teachers go through hell with these kids. It's true. Teachers join OnlyFans for side money. Okay. Yeah, they do. And wow. Mr. Kelly, whack job. Wow. Thank goodness they didn't pick the Down syndrome story.
Sorry, Steve. I regretted that as soon as it came out of my mouth. For about 30 seconds.
So I had a similar situation.
Don't judge me.
Our son Dominic had to do a presentation for the classroom, and he was with 4 other boys, and they had to do a PowerPoint where they would enter slides and pictures and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Well, one of the boys in his group put an inappropriate picture on the slideshow. Okay, and we didn't know what had happened till our son came home, and he says, "Hey, I'm in trouble today." And I was like, "Okay, well, let's figure out what he's in trouble for. We can correct it, and if needs be, I'll talk to the teacher to rectify the problem." Come to turn out that my son was not the one. He was not the culprit putting an inappropriate picture. And I was like, "How can you prove this?" They're like, "Well, every time somebody logs on, they can track what pictures are being put on." So the initial punishment was like, all of them were going to get punished, which I agree with, because like in the Army, we would all get punished if one of us screws up. I'm okay with that. But then they narrowed it down. And I was like, okay, if they narrowed it down, they know exactly who the culprit is, then why isn't that one? So before I got riled up and everything, the teacher had already corrected it. Said, no, this is the one who did it. And they punished him alone. But I was ready to go to bat for our son. I was ready to go over there and tell the teacher, well, if you found the correct person, then why is mine getting, he had nothing to do with it. But yeah. So it's kind of the same thing to where like, hey,
Ray, are you going to be one of those little league dads that punches out the coach for not putting your son in?
Yes.
With the PBR in one hand and your fist clenched.
Oh my God. Yes. Okay. I am. Okay. You want to do one more? We got time for one more. Clear your
browser. Sure. Give me two of the tough ones here.
All right, here we go. We'll do one more. Let's see what we got.
It's a witch hunt. It's a setup.
Am I the asshole for letting my half-siblings hear that I don't want them to come to my mom's house with me? Or am I the asshole for refusing to honor a promise for paying for my friend's new furniture after she tried to lie about amount of the money she makes? So what do you think? These are both kind of weird. So this one is like, what do you call it? Passive-aggressively saying...
You saved all these hard ones that are like right down the middle for today. I listen to most of the times that are so obvious. Okay. These ones are pretty tough.
How about this one? Am I the asshole for not giving kids my spot? That can't be too hard.
Spot?
Maybe in line, maybe, whatever it might be.
Sure.
Let's do it. This will be our last one here.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh darn.
All right, here we go. My husband and I attended a metal concert. We got tickets for my birthday. All the bands were very heavy, explicit ratings, large mosh pit. It was in the venue that served hard liquor. I am a planner, so we arrived early enough to get to dinner, be some of the first in line, and get good spots for the stage. We found a great area on the stage overlooking the pit and at the rail. so no one was in front of us. Okay, so they planned. There we go. About an hour and a half into the show, after the first two openers, a couple of and their three small children showed up behind us speaking about how they'll find better spots, and this is what happens when we're late, okay, and so on, teaching the kids. All of these kids looked to be under 9 years old. One was tiny enough that she was on the man's shoulders. Sure enough, after eyeing my husband and I for a while, the man came up and asked us and the people by the side if would move so that his three small children can see the band. The couple next to us agreed, but when he looked at me, I politely explained that I was not comfortable moving, as I had arrived early to get to the good spot for the headliner.
This one's easy.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
What do you got?
It's over. Those people that came late.
Yeah.
Piss off.
You think so?
No, absolutely. No,
All
he
right.
did. He did the right thing. That's their friggin' problem. No, don't move. And why are they bringing little kids like that to a concert like that anyway?
Hard liquor and metal.
Oh, they're going to be hard of hearing too. I mean, no, that's not appropriate to even bring those kids there. No, I see that. That's ridiculous.
Okay, yeah. I think it's as easy as that, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, that one's.
Whenever we go to shows, we're there an hour and a half
I thought
early.
you said you were going to challenge me, Ray. Come on.
I didn't think it was going to be this simple, though. What's that? Okay, yeah. Let's see what we got here.
Who is that? Is that Gomer Pyle?
Since we are off, we missed this week's adventure of little Ray Castillo. So there's a new segment that we have, Ray Castillo's Adventures.
Animated Gomer Pyle. Golly!
Thank you so much, Manny.
Shame, shame, shame.
Manny wins today. Let's give him a little Manny win right there. There we go.
And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we have a wiener.
Manny wins again. Oh, there you are. Easy as that. So that was an easy one, not the asshole then. Like, he didn't want to move. He got there first.
No.
I wouldn't bring my little kids to a metal show.
No.
These are the kids that should be in detention.
He would only been the asshole if they were there first, and he kind of said and kind of nudged in front of the kids or something. Maybe that one was easy.
Oh well. Look at the time, Dave.
Wow.
Oh my God, just like that.
Just when I'm hitting my mojo, my strong.
Well, thank you, Dave, from the Crown City Bombers. We really appreciate you coming down and explaining a little bit of the show that you have this weekend, along with the other performers too as well. Before we get going, anything you'd like to say to the fans before we do? Any shout-outs or anything like that?
Yeah, I want to shout out to all the LME listeners. I hope many of you can come to the show. Like I said, it's a lot of good bands in one spot, and you're doing a good service for the Angels in Training Animal Sanctuary. Remember, doors open at 3, 4 to 10. Live music starts at 5 o'clock. And look for our video promo where you'll get to meet some of the little dogs in the shelter tonight on Instagram about 8:30. All the bands will be posting it. And I'd like to dedicate my song, Something Tells Me, from Crown City Bombers' new record, Zowie Zam, to Lila.
Aww.
Yeah.
Make sure you do stick around. We do have Ronnie C's of Jukebox Jamboree playing from 12 to 2 o'clock with all the best in Southern California rockabilly. So rock out with your cock out or jam out with your clam out. But we're going to say goodbye. Tomorrow we will be on same time. We should not miss any more shows. It was just really hectic with the wedding and getting everything together. So I know we took a couple days off. You don't worry about a thing. We'll be on now and back to regular scheduled programming. Dave, this was Something Tells Me from the Crown City Bombers off your latest album.
Yeah.
And dedicating this to Lila.
Yes, I am.
We love Lila.
Thank you, guys.
You guys have a good one, everybody. We will see you tomorrow morning.
Hi, Lila.
Hold me tight, stars are so bright. Something tells me love is in the air tonight. The time is now to make our true love vow. Please don't make me wait another day. Well, my friends, they all say love will find a way. But
They don't know the heartache that you put me through. Couldn't be true, made me so blue. Why must your fickle heart be so unkind? Love, it seems, can sometimes shatter dreams, but I won't stop believing until you come back to me. Sometimes shatter dreams, but I won't stop believing until you come home to me. Hold me tight, stars are so bright. Something tells me love is in the air tonight. The time is now to make our true love vow. Please don't make me wait another day.